take this opportunity to welcome Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang Amat Bahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Aziza, Dr. Wan Ismail, wife to the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang Amat Bahagia Tun Khalil bin Yaakob, Chairman of Kuala Lumpur International Port, KLIP. Yang Berhormat Anthony Lok Siu Fook, Minister of Transport, MOT. Yang Berhormat Chang Lee Kang, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Abdul Rauf bin Yusof, Chief Minister of Malacca. Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Muhammad Khairul Adib bin Abdul Rahman, Chairman of Alpine Group Services. Your Excellencies, Senior Officers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the special session with the Prime Minister of Malaysia for LIMA 2023. We are honored to have the Prime Minister visit the LIMA Exhibition 2023 amidst his busy schedule to grace this occasion. In this session, we will witness the launching of Malaysia Space Exploration, MSE 2030, the launching of CIDES, the Cybersecurity and Defense Exhibition and Conference, and the exchange of the letter of award between Kuala Lumpur International Port, KLIP, and CCCC Dredging Southeast Asia, CDSEA, Sdn Bhd. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my utmost privilege to cordially invite Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, to give his speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil karim. Yang amat bahagia Tun Khalil Yaakob, sahabat dan dah jadi negarawan sekarang. Terima kasih Tun. Saudara Anthony Lok, Menteri Pengangkutan, Saudara Chang Lee Kang, Menteri Sains, Saudara Datuk Seri Rauf, Ketua Menteri Melaka, tetamu-tamu kehormat, Datuk Seri Muhammad Khairul Adib dan rakan-rakan saya muliakan. Saya ucapkan terima kasih dan penghargaan atas kehadiran, walaupun ini dibuat skala santai kerana tumpuan kita adalah tentang aerospace exhibition dan juga maritime yang kita saksikan dengan jayanya, iaitu 16th Langkawi International Maritime and Aerospace Exhibition of LIMA 2023. And of course, I think I need to begin by expressing my profound appreciation, particularly the Ministry of Defense and Transport, and all related ministries and agencies, including the LIMA team, for such a splendid, successful, and encouraging exhibition. And this is spectacular in the sense of the level of support, recognition given to Malaysia, and I must also use this opportunity to express our thanks and appreciation to our colleagues from many countries. And in this particular function, to express our gratitude to our friends in the premier aerospace and maritime exhibition in the Asia Pacific. Well, it began purely as a defense-focused exhibition. Now, the commercial element of the exhibition since 2019 had made this biennial event an even more attractive prospect. 40% of the exhibition now is the commercial sector. LIMA has established itself as an event that encompasses all sides of aerospace and maritime sectors, both the military and civilian aspects. I personally have benefited immensely by listening and viewing the various products. Yesterday, hours looking at the various naval ships, and today and this morning till now, looking at the success of our local expertise and foreign participation. I mean, some very big support or facility provided by UAE, for example, Turkey, and many other countries, which remains phenomenal as far as we're concerned, and something that we can not only import but also learn due to this exposure. Now, this exhibition is unique by itself and without parallel, in the sense that some element of success, more than what has been shown, the acrobatic aerospace shows that has been in display for a number of days. But the maritime sector, which is growing to be rather huge and attractive, and this is probably not relatively known, that the fact that the combination of aerospace and maritime industries, this is not usual. You see the various exhibitions throughout the world. And it is placed in Langkawi, extremely attractive, with the green and beautiful beaches and environment, relatively humid, but then just so spectacular and attractive that you forget about the heat and enjoy the scenery. Today we observe 600 exhibitors, 45,000 trade visitors, more than 450 VVIPs. And this is, of course, reflective of the capacity of Malaysians, the various ministries and the private sector and civil society collaborate in an effort which is certainly, to my mind, not only attractive but successful, because it shows our capacity, tenacity, resolve to make it work, and work rather successfully and efficiently. I am proud that our country is playing a key role in the growth of global aerospace and marine industries, which in 2021 alone were valued at nearly 300 billion and 170 billion dollars respectively. 300 for aerospace and 170 billion US dollars for maritime. So the success of LIMA 2023 will inshallah reinforce Malaysia as a regional hub for the aerospace and maritime industries. It will enable us to move closer to the realization of the Malaysian aerospace industry blueprint and the Malaysia shipping master plan. I would like in particular to congratulate and thank two leading ministers, Datuk Seri Utama Mama Hassan, Minister of Defence, and Saudara Anthony Loke, Siu Fok, the Minister of Transport, as well as their respective teams and other related ministries. The Ministry of Science, Technology, Innovation, Tang Likang and his team, particularly in the Malaysian Space Agency, for putting together for the first ever Space Tech Nexus at this year's LIMA. This reflects our not only capacity, but our vision and our role in the growth of the space technology, again, which is expected to reach a global market value of $10 trillion by 2030. I wouldn't name all the other agencies and ministries. Please bear with me, because if I name them, it will take 2.5 hours. But the Ministry of Tourism and the Langkawi Development Authority must be given the credit for promoting LIMA 2023. And of course, Malaysian Armed Forces, the Royal Malaysian Navy, the Royal Malaysian Air Force, and the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency and the Royal Malaysian Police for organizing the aviation and naval displays, as well as providing security for the event. Thank you for the organizers of LIMA 23, Alpine Integrated Solution, for their dedication, and all supporting partners. There's a reason why in Malaysia we proudly call this island the jewel of Kedah. I come from Penang. Don't forget, Penang is the pearl of the Orient. So combine the two. So we should combine our efforts, Tun, between the pearl and the jewel. And not forget Melaka. So thank you again. And I mean, it is really heartening to see how Malaysians, when they collaborate and focus on the needs of the present and our vision for the future, we can really make miracles and create miracles. And this is one miraculous event that the region seemed to be focused and supportive. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri. I would like to request Datuk Seri to remain on stage as we now proceed to the events of the day. I would also like to cordially invite on stage to join our Prime Minister, Yang Berhormat Tuan Anthony Loke Siu Fook, Minister of Transport MOT, and Yang Berhormat Tuan Chang Lee Kang, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI. To commence our first event, we are pleased to announce the launching of the Malaysia Space Exploration MSE 2030 by the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI. I would also like to cordially invite on stage Yang Bahagia Datuk Technologist Dr. Haji Aminuddin bin Hasim, Secretary General of MOSTI, and Tuan Haji Azli Kamil Napian, Director General of the Malaysian Space Agency, MISA. Ladies and gentlemen, to initiate the launching of the National Space Policy Blueprint, also known as the Malaysian Space Exploration MSE 2030, your Honorable Prime Minister is kindly requested to activate the hologram box by placing his hand on the hologram box. We would also like to invite the Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation to present our Prime Minister in order to contribute to the Dr. Nudin and Tuan Haji Azli Kamil, you may proceed to your seats. For the launch of CIDES, the Cybersecurity and Defense Exhibition and Conference 2023, I would like to invite up to the stage Datuk Haji Rosi bin Mat Saad, Director General, National Security of the National Security Council, Prime Minister's Department, Puan Sharifah Rashida binti Said Othman, Acting Chief Executive, National Cybersecurity Agency of the National Security Council, Prime Minister's Department, and Tan Sri Datuk Sri Muhammad Khairul Adib bin Abdul Rahman, Chairman of Alpine Group Services, to join our honorable guests for the launching of CIDES 2023. CIDES, cybersecurity is under the Prime Minister's purview, and as a symbol, we would like to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri to insert the national emblem into the launch podium to activate the launch video. Thank you, Dr. Haji, Puan Sharifah, and Tan Sri Khairul Adib. You may now proceed to your seats. The third and final event is the Letter of Award Document Exchange between Kuala Lingi International Port, KLIP, and CCCC Dredging Southeast Asia, CDSEA Sendirian Berhad. I would like to invite on stage Datuk Hishamuddin bin Hassan, Group CEO of KLIP, and Mr. Yang Hongzu, Managing Director of CDSEA. Could we also invite the Chief Minister of Mosti and Malacca to please come on stage? Of Malacca, sorry. Could we also invite Thun on stage as well? Thank you. And Tan Sri Dr. No Mustafa Kamal as well on stage. The LOA contract exchange between KLIP and CDSEA is worth Ringgit Malaysia 800 million towards reclamation and development works as part of the expansion plan within KLIP's port limits labeled as Lingi Base Project, which will commence in the third quarter of this year. KLIP is fully committed to turning the port into a multi-purpose hub for industrial port, bunkering hub, and port of refuge, specifically along the Straits of Malacca. KLIP and CDSEA. Thank you, Datuk Hishamuddin and Mr. Yang Hongzu, and our honorable guests. You may proceed to your seats. We would also like to invite the Prime Minister to proceed to his seat as well. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude and appreciation to Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim and all our distinguished guests for their time given to grace this occasion and bear witness